Beep, 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 beep. I don't know how loud my mic was because I just kept turning it.
I'm just shocked Mad's here at all.
Man, I'm here all the time. In spirit. My mouse battery is dying. Don't worry, I got it plugged up now.
Still going.
Yeah, bro, it's a countdown. When the numbers are done, we'll move on to the next part.
But there's so many numbers.
Yeah.
It literally lets you know when it's going to be over. Well, I mean, that part.
Reigning is the Mad King, comes with no wings.
Yeah.
Burden of greatness is
Every
hard on
single
these
hero
knees.
needed theme music.
Lameness is your particular disease. Stitching with jokes, that's my sacred degree. Bloods and Crips got nothing on me. Always dig in, dig out for eternity. That's my war cry, top my Bradley. Knocking out movies like I'm fucking Jet Li. You best believe satisfaction's not guaranteed. Mama Susan treats me like I'm a refugee. But I know how to use her to YouTube a YouTuber. Fighting on back row
This
to
was the
back
worst
room.
thing for my
I'll be
ego,
saving the
by the way.
future.
This did not help my ego.
But you have a theme song.
I have two.
You have two. What? How
There's
special
another
is
one
that?
there. There's another one there. It's short.
Is Tom singing both of them?
No, this is a different one. Do you see it? It's under videos. Towards the bottom. It should say something about mad.
Oh, in the brand. It's like,
Anytime now.
I'm trying. Something about mad. Is that what it says?
Well, no, it doesn't say literally something about mad. The title is something about mad.
I'm looking. I don't see it.
Oh my
Is
god.
this something about Mary's situation? There's something about Matt that they don't know?
I'm still wondering where exactly Mad's mouse is plugged up in.
To the PC.
Oh, okay, I need the clarification.
It's not a branch.
Is that USB-C?
Yes.
Is it like 17 seconds long?
You know me. Yeah, you know me because an old
Okay,
PP.
I found it.
Yeah, his name is Mud. He's Mo. He is running the Mud Show, teaching the judges how to high five. He watches the movies and shows.
Yeah. Tell me another YouTuber has two fucking theme songs.
I don't know of any. You're totally special.
I am. This is the man. This theme song thing was the worst thing that they could have done for my ego.
Really? Why is that? Why is that?
I mean,
man?
it just reinforces my greatness.
You gotta do that every day. What's going on, guys? How you doing in the chat? Hail to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Please share out the link, smash the like. What's up, Zombie Box? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I'm gonna DM you as soon as I get the chance. What is up, lovely
Hey,
Sherry's in the
Andy.
house. What's up, Sherry? Good to see you. Thank
Hey,
you for stopping
Sherry.
by. Yeah, man. We have some interesting topics for tonight, and we're gonna finish up Mayor of Kingstown because we didn't
Are
finish
we?
those reviews. So we're gonna do that at the end.
You guys can do that because
We'll do that at the end.
Well, I mean, the worst part is I didn't realize we were finishing it up.
Me
I don't
either.
think I've ever watched the last two episodes.
Oh, I thought you-
Oh no!
Well, then
We'll
we
have to
start
wait.
with season 2.
Yeah, but then he went back to one.
the one.
Yeah, there were only like 2 episodes of season 2 when I started.
Damn it.
So after that, I went back.
That's such a good joke, but I can't remember his name. Oh, he Brian McKnight back to one,
Okay.
right? Wasn't that his song?
Oh no.
If it came out after 1993, I don't know.
Oh my god. Chad, help me out. Was Brian McKnight the one that did I know he did This Is How Your Pussy Works, but did he also do Back to One?
Oh, this is how you're put. Yeah, that sounds like my kind of music. I'm
How did I
surprised
miss
don't
that
know
track?
about
Here,
this.
I'll put the link to his other famous song in the
Well, thank you.
Brian Wait, Brian McKnight. He's black, right? How you're.
Wow, we are 5 minutes in.
He's gonna fuck up.
I don't know what to say,
Yeah, that's
Slender.
gonna fuck up my algorithm. Yeah, I found it. Oh, but I didn't
Said the
find
F
the.
word before 7 minutes.
Said the
What-
P word
the
too. I
time
don't know
keeps-
where that falls into play.
The time keeps changing. Like, oh, don't say it in the first 30 seconds. Oh, don't say it in the first 8 minutes. What?
No
one
it's
knows.
Like, yeah, it's like 8 minutes now, man. We're only
The
at 5.
answer is they're gonna demonetize you when they feel like it, and they'll just use that as an excuse.
Right.
You swore in the first 4 hours, so you're demonetized.
Back at 1. Yeah, Brian McKnight back at 1. I was
You wanna
right.
play-
Damn,
you
I
want
was
to play
almost
this?
here. No,
I mean,
mean,
we're already demonetized. Are we going down that road now? Let's lean into that shit.
Let's take the channel down.
So how's everybody's week going? What's going on with you, Matt? You talking about playing your Conan game? How's that going?
Oh, yeah, I was going to go on a rant. Here's the thing, right? Because Linda was like, oh, I bet if I look up some video tutorial thing, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here's what I hate. When I do happen to need to figure out something and I try to Google it in a video game, I don't want to watch a video because everyone that does those videos are annoying. And the first 20 minutes of them like, hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you'd like to know more secrets and codes, just hit me up. Kenobi for life, right? What? No.
It's like 3 minutes of that. I don't want to hear that.
I want it in print. I want it in my my Game Informer magazine.
Please send the Nintendo Power from 1992 pair of Machismo.
I want my
Don't
Game
bad
Informer.
about the Nintendo Power. It was the
Are you
single
kidding?
greatest repository of
I
information
had a
in the
subscription to
world.
Nintendo Power. It was the greatest game magazine that's
I
ever
had
been
the
created.
PlayStation magazine because in the Xbox magazine because they came with demo disc. Remember demo disc? That was a thing. We got to try out a game before you spend.
And they also
$80
used to
on
have
it.
AOL Online install discs every month too.
Yes, they did.
See,
Man, when
Minesweeper didn't have a user guide, so
When I worked at EB Games, we had to shield those freaking Game Informer magazines. Like, oh, with a membership, you get 10% off of all used games. No, nobody else remember that?
No, I remember GameStop people doing the same thing.
Well, yeah,
so-
EB Games was
because
bought out by GameStop.
Yeah, I know. So the magazine kind of sucked by then. I
Yeah,
mean,
it did by then.
they all
Remember
kind of
Wizard.
went downhill. I do. I had lots of Wizard because that used to be your monthly comic book
Hell
price
yeah.
guide too.
And it
was-
had great articles. Like remember they did who we think should play the X-Men, and guess who they thought Charles Xavier should be played by?
Who?
Who do you think?
Probably
Mel
the guy
Gibson.
who played Charles Xavier.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I mean that was the fan casting until the only thing that came out of left field was when they cast a unknown Australian guy as Wolverine. That people were like, "What is going on with that?"
I wonder if I can find it.
Yeah, but he was fantastic.
You know who was cast originally was DeGray Scott. And he actually dropped out of X-Men because he's like, I'm going to go make Mission Impossible 2 because Mission
What a
Impossible 2 is going to be so much better than X-Men for my career.
Well,
Whereas Hugh Jackman has dined out on playing Wolverine now for 25 years almost.
Mission Impossible's last for a while, but yeah, but the
No,
X-Men.
Mission
Well, not the
Impossible
second
2
one.
is the bad one that
it's
no
not
one
the bad one. It's
likes.
John Woo.
It's a bad Mission Impossible movie.
All right,
Although,
so 1995.
yeah.
Here we go. Wizard predicted Professor Xavier would be played by Patrick Stewart. See that?
They were right.
Everybody and their mother predicted that in 1995.
Who the fuck is Michael Dorn?
That was Worf.
Worf from
Oh
Star Trek.
wow, man, these super nerds. Colossus. Oh, Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, hey, I could see that.
He'd have been a good Colossus. Yeah.
I just
Already
went
had
and
the
saw
accent.
Masters of the Universe in a theater yesterday, and it was a great experience. So
Oh, that's a great movie.
it
It's a
was.
great bad movie.
It was. And,
let's
and they
see.
played They played Chopping Mall in this same series like a few weeks before, and I was like, I've seen that movie.
These guys gets it. Yeah, whoever's setting that up, they get it.
Who was Michael?
Oh, Michael.
Bean? Who was
Are you
that?
serious right
Who
now?
is Michael Bean?
Yes, I'm serious.
Get
That's
the F
Rico.
out of this stream. Get out.
Yeah.
That's
Terminator.
fucking
Oh,
aliens. Tombstone,
Oh,
Terminator,
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
everything.
I will not
I
give
didn't know
that
his name.
order. Remember The Rock? When
Oh,
he's
yeah, The
coming out of the
Rock.
sewer and he's having that face off, and he's like,
Yeah.
I will not give that
That was
order.
a fantastic
Ed
scene.
Harris?
Yes, with Ed Harris, and they're like, that was the best scene in The Rock because it was like,
Like
I
you,
will
I
not-
took an oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Michael
Yeah.
Biehn is the most underrated action man. Like, do you remember in was it The Abyss when he was going nuts and like
You made a mistake, Captain. You order your men to stand down. I cannot give that order.
It's the best Michael Bay movie he's ever done. And have you ever heard Ed Harris talk about Michael Bay and he shits all over him? He's
No.
like, oh, Michael Bay, there's not an angle Michael Bay doesn't fucking love to shoot you in. He goes, he has like 100 cameras on me. I'm like, just the one right on me and let me deliver my lines.
And an American flag in like every transition.
Oh, the Michael Bayisms? Yeah, you got the flag.
I think The Rock is the best one. Armageddon
so,
probably a
well,
close second.
13 hours? Oh yeah, Armageddon too, yeah.
Because Armageddon's got the whole thing like where America's military like
everything sparks, man. It doesn't matter what you're shooting. You could be shooting hay, and that shit's gonna spark like you hit metal on metal.
It was one of the first
Somebody
DVDs.
turns on their propane-powered fireplace, and a bunch of sparks shoot across the fucking room.
Yeah. Armageddon was one of the first like DVDs I ever bought, and it had like a commentary track. I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this thing, and I forget they were asking Michael Bay like, why did it make more sense to send up miners instead of training astronauts how to work this equipment? He's like, it makes sense. Just watch the movie, man.
But
it makes total sense.
When you said miners, I was like, wait, they didn't send any teenagers up to space.
I thought those were all like middle-aged dudes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a couple of them were drawing Social Security, but
and it also had Will Patton, man. Will Patton needs to be in more
Patton's
stuff,
awesome.
man.
But Ben Affleck said he asked about it. If Michael Bay was like, it just fucking it does. Oh, all right, well, okay.
So you know the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, trust me, it does, man.
But dude, Michael Bean, he played in Tombstone. He played his name was Rico.
he was Johnny.
I know who he is.
Johnny
now,
Rico.
Yeah,
Johnny Ringo.
Ringo, not Rico. Ringo. Yeah, dude. He is such a
Wow,
great
Johnny
character
Ringo.
actor.
He's like, he's so drunk.
Looks like,
he can't even see straight.
well, that wasn't
Well, yeah.
him. That was
that was Lowell from Wings.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Moon. That spells moon.
That was a different guy. That was from.
Oh, that was from The Stand. That's not the same
Yeah.
guy.
No, it's not the same.
Oh, that's the
guy.
one from Coach.
You're thinking Thomas Hayden Church was the one who was in
The Stand.
Tombstone. The one who was in The Stand was the guy from Coach who played
Yeah,
Dauber.
I said that.
He was
Yeah.
Dauber in that show.
Well, y'all got it though.
But he was also the voice of one of the gargoyles.
All right,
Gargoyle.
Unger.
Yeah.
Oh god, there was such a great cast on that Gargoyle show.
It was basically
love
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, fucking Steven, that's Michael Bean.
Well, thank you for the
He would have been an
clarification.
excellent Cyclops.
You have how you have no nerd cred to not know who Michael Bean was,
Right.
I didn't know his name. I'm terrible with names.
He
Straight
He was John Connor's dad, man. The
Yeah.
first John Connor's dad.
Yeah, he was probably the first role I saw him in was Terminator.
Okay,
Who
well,
the
here's the
fuck
first
is
one where I
Amon?
think they made the right
Amon
choice
was David
because
Bowie's
Halle
wife.
Berry did a good job as Storm.
Oh, her
F
accent.
you say no.
We
What
got talk about
happens
the accent.
What happens to a
What
frog
happens
that
to
gets
the frog?
struck by lightning?
The
The
same
same
thing that
thing
happens
that
to
happens to
everything. What
no.
accent do
That's
I
a terrible
have?
line. That is such a bad line.
That was
I
a
still
bad
don't get
line,
it.
but I still liked her as Storm.
Okay, like
Once you
in
lost
really
the
good.
accent.
I will say in 1995, Jean-Claude Van Damme
Oh,
was
man.
probably a solid choice. Like
With
his
those
character from Hard Target was
hell yeah, dude. With those Hard Target's such a great movie, man. Yeti and I, it took us 4 hours to get through that fucking movie because we kept stopping. But man, could you imagine his baby smooth buns as Gambit?
Look, what did you think of Gambit in Origins? Do you think that did a good job with that one?
I'm a big Taylor Kitsch fan.
I like the casting. I think the writing was what let him down. Like
the writing, the directing.
He has the capability of probably being a
think
great
so.
Gambit.
Yeah.
And you could see it. He had the physicality. He had the look.
I
The
think
movie is
Channing
just-
Tatum
because
wouldn't
I
be that
think-
bad.
I think Gambit is kind of a fan favorite for a lot of people,
Yes.
but like the writers fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Like, they do not like Gambit for some reason.
You know what else they don't like is that Gambit is in a long-term relationship with Rogue, and they just can't ever deal with that.
Yeah.
They just want to mess with that.
Remember that episode of the '90s X-Men where they're all walking around and he has like a Speedo on? They all have Speedos. It's a real cartoon.
Yep, that's because that's what they did in the '90s for their outfits.
Zombie Box thinks Steven Seagal to be the Blob.
Well,
now he could be. Yeah,
Nicole Kidman
as Jean Grey. Well, because was she the only redhead in Hollywood at that point? That she's not. She didn't have the assets to play Jean Grey. Look at that. Look at that.
The acting.
I mean, she definitely wouldn't be Jean Grey now because redheads get recast as black. So,
well, Lizzo will play Jean Grey in the new Disney reboot of the X-Men.
Redefining beautiful.
Tell me you like my hat. Just tell me you like my hat. That was Far and Away, Tom Cruise. Mm-hmm. Just tell me you like my hat.
That's actually probably as good an Irish accent as Tom Cruise did in Far and Away. This land is mine by right. Mine by birth. It's so terrible. They couldn't get anybody who was Irish to be in that movie.
Oh, what did you think about Brad Pitt's Irish accent in The Devil's Own? I need that money, Tom.
Oh, with Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah, I think it's an underrated movie, especially the beginning, man. That shootout in the beginning.
It's better that they did that than try to give him a Boston accent because actors screw that one up just as much as the Irish one.
Have you ever seen the video? I'll have to show you afterwards. The Boston accents.
I like Brad Pitt's accent in Snatch.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was your buddy. How you saw it?
If you own the DVD, there's an option to turn on subtitles just for Brad Pitt's character.
Oh really?
And one of the subtitles is a question mark.
That's awesome.
But that ruins it for me. I think the intent was for you to never actually know what he was saying.
What the fuck would I need a caravan with no fucking wheels?
It was like the line that I just loved the most from Snatch was Tyrone, you silly fat bastard. when they get locked into the ATM kiosk thing.
That's an anti-aircraft gun, Vincent.
It was
He's a getaway driver. What the fuck can he get away from?
It was a funny angle.
What are you afraid of, Tommy?
Tyrone.
The Germans?
Tyrone, when you reverse, things come from behind.
Right.
Well, don't move.
Why do they call him Boris the Bullet Dodger? Because he dodges bullets, Abby.
Yes.
I don't like leaving my country. I especially don't like leaving my country for anything less than warm, sandy beaches and drinks with little straw,
little umbrellas in them.
Little umbrellas in them.
Dennis Farina?
We have beaches, so who the fuck wants to see them?
He said, "Sit down, you big bald fuck."
Yeah.
That cast was so loaded, man. With Benicio del Toro.
Oh yes. I hear you,
Jason
Abby.
Statham, Brad Pitt.
Fucking that movie is so quotable. All right, Psylocke would be brought to life at who?
Tia Carrera from Wayne's World.
What?
Because apparently she was the only Asian person in Hollywood at the time.
Must be an old article because we did get.
I think this is because it's pulling the wizard from like 1995.
Well, yeah, but we got Psylocke played by what's her name? The one banging John Mulaney.
Oh, so they didn't put in Olivia Munn when she played it in X-Men Apocalypse.
I liked her as Psylocke.
I mean, yeah, she didn't do shit.
Yeah, really.
Just the way we like her women in movies.
She was just kind of there.
I liked that. I like that she totally threw Aaron Rodgers off his game that season, and he sucked. So,
but wait, there's more. Cable, played by Clint Eastwood. I think even in '95, Clint was a little old.
But Cable was supposed to be old. So.
Well, yeah, but could you imagine Clint Eastwood?
That was right after he did Unforgiven. He was badass in Unforgiven.
He could still ride a horse.
He's not big enough to be Cable, though.
He
Cable's got to be fucking huge.
Right.
Well, it depends on who draws him, but yeah.
Yeah, whether or not they can draw feet. I think Josh Brolin did a great job.
James Brolin?
Yep.
Brolin?
No,
which Brolin?
Josh Brolin.
James Brolin's his dad, right?
Yeah, it's Josh.
Josh is the one from Goonies. It's the one from Goonies. So there you go.
And a million other things. I mean, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, but Goonies is what he's always going to be. Deal with it.
Goonies is one of the best movies ever made. So,
I mean, I think that it led a lot of people into false hope because that fat kid grew up to marry Rebecca Romaine. In what world?
He wasn't in Goonies.
He was
Yeah,
in
he
that was
was.
in Stand By Me.
No, he was in Stand By Me.
Well, whatever. You get
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Are you,
You are
Sean
the
Astin
master
was
of
the one in Goonies.
typecasting. Like, oh well, one fat kid's as good as another in Hollywood, right?
It was 1987. There had to be only be one fat kid.
You fat, you white, you're Goonies.
Wait,
Like,
but
you're Ben
Short Round was a Goonies too, right? Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, he was.
Mhm.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Gadget, right? Or
He was
what
also
was
in
that his
Enter the
name?
Dragon.
What? Enter
Was
the
he?
Dragon?
Was Gadget the one that made booty traps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Booty traps.
Hold on, did they just want Rutger Hauer for Magneto? Was that their suggestion? I feel like.
Oh, let's see
I
here.
think I saw.
Who the fuck? Wait, why do I
Ooh.
can't think of who.
You remember
Rutger-
he was from his most famous one was
Was he Lady Hawk? Was he Lady Hawk?
Yes, he was in Lady
Lady-
Hawk,
Yeah.
but it was Blade Runner where he
Yep.
was the replicant. Where he made up that monologue
Yeah,
on
give
the
me a
spot.
non-nerd thing.
I don't know. He's done a whole bunch of sci-fi characters, to be honest.
Lady
For
Hawk,
sure.
another
was in-
perfect movie.
Do you remember Batman Begins? He was the guy who Bruce
Oh,
Wayne kicked out of
Jesus.
his company because he was a schmuck.
Oh yeah, he was on.
Oh,
screen
you
for a
wouldn't
while.
understand. I did it with a lot of shell companies and other
Yeah.
things.
What's his fucking name? Oh, here it is. I gotta look him up to see what fucking movies he's been in.
He
Oh,
was
I
in
know this guy.
Blind
He's yelling at
Samurai
me.
from the 90s or whatever it was. Blind Justice. Blind Justice. You might remember that movie.
Blind Justice is a great.
Yes, I do remember
forgot
Blind
about that
Justice. He had a cane with a sword in it.
Yeah,
he was in
like
Surviving
a
the
Vietnam.
Game.
He was
I
a
love
Vietnam
Surviving the Game.
vet who had like just a sword. It was great.
Yeah, remember Surviving the Game with Ice-T?
No, but if it was an Ice-T movie from that era, it was
Legit,
probably-
he tricked hunters by putting a lit cigarette into a tree, and they're like, "Oh, we got him now." That's a thing that happened in that movie.
I must have missed that one.
It's pretty good. Can't find it anywhere. All right, who else we got here? Wait, who is this?
Clancy Brown. He was
Oh,
the
I know him.
Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Also, he was
okay.
Lex Luthor on Superman the animated series.
I mean, he's been in all kinds of stuff. He was
Starship
in Starship
Troopers.
Troopers.
Yeah. The enemy
I-
cannot push a button if you have disabled his hand.
And
Actually, I was actually hanging out with a dude that was in Starship Troopers today earlier on a stream.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
this-
been in all kinds
probably-
of things.
Probably Casper Van Dien. His career's about there.
No. This was Dale fuck.
Come on, you can do it. You can remember.
Yeah, of course I can, bro. Yeah. You know him if you saw him. He's in every military movie ever.
That's pretty cool. What stream was it?
It was Pop Culture Minefield.
Yeah.
Gary with a
Okay.
G.
Was it the guy who had like the
Jerry with a G.
the like missing arm and leg and was like the
No.
Yeah.
He just came in at the very end. He's mostly a military advisor for Steven Spielberg and those
Okay.
guys. He's always that dude that's the admiral who's in charge. With the gray hair.
I thought he passed away.
Dale
The
died.
one who did Dale. He was. Yeah, I thought he.
I mean, he looked pretty alive to me.
There you go.
Yeah, Platoon, Outbreak,
Yeah, he's 78.
Under
Yeah,
Siege.
He also was the military advisor for Band of Brothers.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, dude.
Okay.
He real cool dude, man. We hit it off very well. We had a good time.
Did he play Sync in Band of Brothers, like the colonel? Like
Maybe.
he was the one that he was the colonel they went to try to get Sobel moved on at the first episode.
Tyler Maine. Who's Tyler Maine? What do I know that?
He was a wrestler, and no one cared. That's why he had no
Oh.
lines.
The White Queen.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually wasn't bad casting choice at the time. Rebecca De Mornay.
I guess.
I think in movie, it ended up being
Oh, Emma
January
Frost.
Jones.
Well, she did a good job too.
She's such a bitch. I mean,
She's
but
terrible.
she knows it. See,
She got the role because she was banging Matthew Vaughn.
Damn, for real?
they wanted.
No, that
Vader
is
to play
100%
Juggernaut?
fact.
No
Yes.
shit.
That kind of makes sense. Remember, he was in Boy Meets World too, so he has acting chops.
Yeah, he played Ethan Suppley's dad, right?
Yeah.
I'm the juggernaut.
That was so terrible.
Wait, they wanted who? Glenn
Danzig from the band Danzig.
Man, as far as size goes, he would fit. But...
What the fuck is a Danzig band?
That's
Oh my God.
weird
It's like a
choice.
80s death
alternative metal band. Not even.
Would I
metal,
know
though.
any of it?
You probably would if you heard the songs.
Mother.
They've been
Well-
used in the background a lot. Yeah, Mothers.
I mean,
He's
he's
got
got
like
a
a-
pretty big name.
Oh,
Yeah. I've seen him in concert.
mothers, be kind to your daughters. That one,
What?
right?
Did you just say that was it John Mayer? Did you?
Oh, was that
did
John
you-
Mayer? Yeah. Don't
No.
call me daughter. Yeah, that thing.
That was Pearl Jam.
You know,
That
man,
was
there
Eddie
are some
Vedder.
serious holes in your culture. Okay.
Dude, I get them. It's just, sometimes they're mixed up. Let's see. You said mother?
Yeah.
If you play it, you'll probably get a.
Well, no,
strike.
I'm playing it on mine. I'm not playing for you guys.
He's got like a deep kind of voice. It's like.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Why didn't you say that? Well, all right, that was it. Man, we
All right.
went right off the rails immediately.
So,
huh?
first article?
First article. Yeah.
that
All
we're
right.
30 minutes
I
in.
mean, technically, that was an article.
It was.
That was. I mean, what? It's a hangout stream. It's
Oh,
fun.
that was fun. All right, Tina, take us on this little journey.
Oh, Target holds an emergency meeting over their LGBTQ merchandise in southern stores.
This is important
I
news, guys.
Now, before this even starts off,
Uh-huh.
some southern stores, you think this is really limited to southern stores? Like, I feel like that was a little dramatic flair painted in to support the narrative.
I mean, it may be where Target thinks their problem is going to be. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
they didn't change the floor plan or the footprint of the merchandise in all stores, just in certain more conservative locations,
Oh,
which were
yeah.
predominantly in the South. So
Yeah.
I'm in a fairly conservative location, and they still have that crap out, so it's not everywhere. And I
Dude.
think
I'm in an incredibly
Well, they didn't-
conservative location that did not secede. So
yeah, they did not take the merchandise down.
Are you saying they
so-
tucked it away somewhere out of sight?
Absolutely,
that's
they
exactly
did.
what they did. They moved it to the back of the store.
Very nice.
Yep. 'Cause it was up in front. It was a huge display.
It was huge up in front. Now they've tucked it in the back.
Exactly, and they cut it
Okay.
down to about a quarter of the footprint that it had within the store itself, and then
Well, isn't that really big? Trying to get that thing tucked away so that it looks as small as possible and it's less
Well,
noticeable.
what you don't
Yes,
want
there-
that merch
there were-
bulging at the seams. That's for
Exactly.
sure.
yeah. And there were a lot of Target associates that were quite upset about all of the shoving and tugging and repositioning of the merchandise. So
Get used to it. By the way, did y'all
Good
see
in the
the North Face?
Oh my god!
yes,
Yeah. I'm.
Dude.
They,
I
like-
have not. What happened with
Oh
that?
no,
yeah, I
no!
didn't
North
either.
Face went full like
Oh.
hold all of the beer because we're
Legit?
gonna have a guy prancing. He was
It-
prancing.
What?
Legit, it was crazy how much it was like my first take at Bro Light Beer,
I have to
because
say-
I was
Oh,
gonna make
man.
it. It's super.
I'm not gonna lie.
homoerotic and gay.
When I
Well,
saw
I'm
that, I
glad
did
that-
think of what you were talking about the other day, Matt.
Yeah.
I was like,
I am glad that in the battle between North Face and Columbia, I'm a Columbia guy, so I'll wait till I hear they do something stupid.
Dude, we got to bring it up because it was
you
so
got-
close
he
to
was dressed
my
in
idea.
like a unicorn rainbow
I mean,
pattern like thing, and he was.
even from that retro VHS scratchy static, I was gonna do that for mine. I still did a little bit on a couple of parts, but it was so close to what I was gonna do for Bro Light.
Mad
Do
fun
you
to
want
find
me
it.
to would you
Fine.
prefer I share that one instead of?
Yeah, Target's old news.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I'm
new.
just waiting for it to load.
Is anybody else getting Tina coming through as robot
Yeah, it's because
voice
he's
right now?
doing something else.
She
Okay.
sounded like the villain from Superman 3 after she went computer.
Man, StreamYard, I can't believe they haven't fixed this yet. You can't even be on another tab without it sounding cuckoo banana.
Right. All right. Yeah. So what's going on here?
What? Where?
North Face continues to.
I mean, we don't really need the article. You can see the pictures, and you
No,
know
no,
what's
no,
going on there.
no. Trust me.
No,
These
hold on.
pictures
I'm
aren't
bringing it
even
up.
what it is. It's a video, and you've got to see this.
I'm looking for information.
I got it. Hang on.
I need to be cultured. What is going on?
Okay,
Matt
I gotta
is gonna-
see it, but do I want to see it?
Oh, absolutely.
You have to
Oh,
accept
okay.
it, Slender. Just
you-
take it.
You're gonna see it, and you're like, "Oh my god, Matt, did you make this?"
It's
Now
that good.
now you have piqued my interest.
All right, are you sharing it?
Yep, it's shared.
Go full screen.
Hi,
Hit
it's
the-
me, Patagonia, a real-life homosexual. And today I'm here with the North Face. We are here to invite you to come out in nature with us. Wow, this is nice. We like to call this little tour
Is
the
this a
Summer
real
of
commercial?
Pride.
Yeah.
This
It
tour
is.
has everything. Hiking, community, art, lesbians making art. Last year, we gay sashayed across the nation and celebrated Pride across the nation with hundreds of you across the nation. This year, we're back again with 2 new stops. Atlanta, GA. Why? Because you're there. In Salt Lake City, we're coming for you. Here we go. Of course. This year, all these fabulous
Of course,
speakers will be
earrings,
coming from
vaginas.
inside
He
this
doesn't
TV
even
to a
shave
nature
his
near you.
mustache.
So
Like,
come
he
outside and
intentionally
celebrate
keeps
the
mustache.
beautiful LGHG TV community.
I can't. That has got to be not
That's
real.
pretty gay.
Thanks, I hate it. I hate it. That's awful.
That's funny. as
I
fuck.
mean, dude, you can't tell me that doesn't remind you of, I don't know, everything I do.
It does
Yes.
because it's so much.
I
a
mean, you
parody,
have better
there's no
production
way it
value,
could be
though.
rational. Somebody sat in a room and instead of trying to figure out how to make an obnoxious gay parody, they were like, "How do we do this for real?" And that's what
Yeah.
they came up with.
Man, people always be stealing my shit.
Yuck.
That's-
You really
that
are
was
on the
kind.
cutting edge of gay entertainment, man.
I'm the YouTuber's YouTuber, bro.
Dude, that was hilarious. What's
Hey,
going
Pops.
on, Pops?
Hey everybody! I couldn't help but join some of the conversation. I'm sorry I've been able to be part of things lately, but yeah, I walked in just mad at his finest. He's just leading the way, and I'm just more than happy to follow suit. Like you just gotta do what you do.
Gotta do.
Luckily, after watching that video, you didn't back into something. You came.
No, I walked in. I did not back in. The soap is on a rope, and I know exactly where to go and be safe.
You're the
Yeah.
giver, because Pops is what you're saying. You give.
Your words, not mine. You
Okay.
you can speak on my behalf. You know, I'm not gonna.
According
I'm not gonna-
to certain
Yeah,
YouTubers,
I
if it's a
neither
giver,
give
it's not
nor
gay.
receive. If that is happening, I leave the room.
Slender, but there's a YouTuber that is very adamant about if you are giving it, you're not gay. So like that's an argument in our community right now, and I'm just trying to.
Not a
Make
very
sure.
good argument, but okay. It's an
I'm
argument.
not fighting for the validate the argument. I'm just saying that it exists. And that's why I was asking. He said he had a soap on his rope, so Pops is a giver.
You
Wait, what?
you got to know how to keep control of the situation, my friend.
That's right. Take
of the
control and keep
situation.
control. Ride that control, Pops. Don't ever stop.
What's
I'm not sure
happening?
I'm-
I was looking over at
we were-
Twitter, and then
we were
I
making
heard.
parody jokes, and then Steven just went way too far.
Oh, Steven, don't
Listen,
do that.
We're talking about how you assert dominance in the prison.
Steven thought he
sorry.
was like, "Oh, I thought we were talking about my Oz experiences, and I needed to share everything."
Steven, let's be real, man. You telling me you wouldn't be holding somebody's pocket?
What? What do you mean holding their pocket?
Meaning you're a bitch. You're a bitch.
No.
for
Dude, he'd
somebody-
be holding the pocket. He'd be sagging them pants. He'd be all up in that.
Using
I think
Kool-Aid for
Slater-
his
I think Matt's making another
fingernails?
short joke. I think it's another short joke, Steven. Careful now.
No,
Could've
it
stuck-
wasn't.
Could have stuck to that. No, I thought the commercial was funny. I'm sorry. That has to be comedy. Whoever put that together.
It is, but
producing
it's
comedy.
not the way. It's if I would have done it, people.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But they did it not knowing it's funny.
No,
In
they
the way
know
that they
was
think
funny,
it is.
But I think it was one of those things like, hey, this is funny, but we're fucking serious.
So
What's
yeah,
weird is
in the
there's that
room, the thought would be like, "Hey, let's do it Stranger Things retro commercial style."
right.
But we're being serious about being gay. It's being playful gay instead of realizing that it's just parody. Just
There's
straight
there's
parody.
that one uncanny moment where he says something and then he repeats it, but the camera zooms in and kind of slows it down and gives it this very, maniacal kind of tilt to the whole thing, like, oh, and then it comes back out and it's trying to be funny again. Like, why do you have that in here? Dude, I'm not sure if you're for them or against them.
I just thought something really funny. Like, Tina, the next time somebody like that is in the area, you need to point that out to your husband. Just because we know what your job is about pointing out all the hot girls and just like mess with his head and be like, hey, there's one for you. Don't let the Adam's apple fool you.
But it is really weird though, because we have reached that point where like even weird commercials like that are starting to feel like government propaganda. Like nothing feels like entertainment anymore. It all feels like propaganda.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought that's because we've been getting inundated by it for several years now. But I mean, you guys really think I might have to watch that again because it was comedy to me. That's a parody of itself.
That's why you want to watch it again. That's
no, honestly,
of course, sure.
I didn't really.
You're going to tell Slender that you wouldn't have a hand in a pocket. But you're like, I need to watch this video again. In fact, I'm going to go off camera.
He went off camera right when he admitted he wants to watch it again. He's a time alone. I'm just a little concerned about what's happening off camera.
We can acknowledge that he learned Dark Side Phil's lesson, and so he turned the camera off.
There we go.
You're all dicks. No,
I mean, this is your accents. Your words, like we're just repeating them back to you.
Who was the one who said I need to watch that again?
But because I don't know. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything harmful in it.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna help you out, bro. I'm gonna help you out on this one. All right.
All right. Go ahead.
So yeah, share my shit.
I'm sharing your shit. Okay.
Nature lets you be who you are.
Even gay.
What the fuck?
This is last year's.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are cordially invited to the Summer of Pride with my friends at the North Face.
Because that's where Steven can sleep.
We're traveling all the way across America, and everyone's invited. That means you,
Me,
and you,
hello,
and you.
wow.
Not you though. You're too cute. Okay, just kidding. You can come.
The choices being made
on your
here.
boots and come out. Side with us. See you there, besties.
They're like, we want Dylan Mulvaney, but we need it to be gayer.
Hang on. This is actually a good joke that they bombed.
Little intense. I mean, look at you. You're in a literal tent right now. But no, this event will not be intense. Everyone is invited. Everyone is welcome. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been better.
I like the premise.
Prince Harry.
I like the premise of, isn't this intense? And he's in a tent.
Yes.
But I mean, they fucked it up.
They did. It could have been a lot better. Better punchlines.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is not a joke. This is something they do every year. It has the feel of the beef jerky commercials with the Sasquatch.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Don't you ever compare those? Those were fun.
No.
Jack Links?
Yeah. Or even the mattress one with the Yeti one. That's part of the Yeti thing I'm doing. But it is definitely not original. I know exactly the vibe and where they got it from.
I just think that if they really wanted to get that vibe right, they could have got a great celebrity spokesperson from the Dallas Cowboys named Dak Prescott, and it would have got the message across so
that
much
motherfucker.
better.
So much.
I swear to Christ, if he doesn't find his sleep number this year.
That's because he's too busy, performing in Salt Lake City. They're coming for you. Next up is let's see. Thank you, Tina. Gay guys, are you upset that
Hang on.
the galaxy what?
Nobody cares about that shit, dude. We're having fun.
Did you just say gay guys? Like, is that a holdover from the previous article?
I mean, the thoughts are racing through Steven's head. He can't get
share my
them
screen.
out.
He's trying to get intense.
He's like, be gone, intrusive thoughts. I'd banish you.
Tina, hold on to that for a second.
All right. Tell me this does not remind you of the same kind of vibe.
I mean, I've seen
Did you know that the wrong mattress protector can ruin the feel of your mattress? Hi, I'm a mom. One of the hardest jobs out there. This is Junior. Junior's a sweetheart, but he can wreak havoc on our mattresses.
Anyway, that's
Which is why I got the purple.
they're funny, but
It's always nice when Yeti makes an
Tonally.
appearance on our show.
Yeah.
So
I
what you're
get it.
saying is, if Dick's Sporting Goods had sponsored the tent video, it would have been better.
I mean, it would have been. Now that's a funny combination, like Dick's Sporting
Yeah,
Goods,
pitching
with that
tents.
Yeah.
pitching tents. That's where you get the whimsical humor. But like, I mean, I could see an ad campaign from Dick's Sporting Goods about pitching tents being hilarious.
It's like Lumpy from the Star Wars Xmas special.
I mean, I had to boycott Dick's Sporting Goods after they started going against the Second Amendment, though. So
Are you talking about when they stopped carrying ARs like 8 years ago?
when they stopped carrying ARs, when they said they weren't going to sell guns to anyone who wasn't 21, despite the fact that legally most people could own them when they were 18, they enacted a lot of stupid store policies, and I was like, oh well, I guess Bass Pro Shop sounds good to me.
Yep.
No, Soul Assassin. I put it in the description. We're going to talk about it for 5 minutes. We're going to talk about it for 5 minutes.
But seriously though, Soul,
5 minutes.
give me a few minutes, because some of the review quotes from the hotel are freaking hilarious, like the one on the
Okay.
screen.
All right.
Oh, are we
It's a-
laughing at the industry? We're not actually just because then, like everybody, yeah, I agree. Everybody knows that. Okay, the hotel shut down. Nobody is surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it boggles the mind how they fuck this up.
How they
Well-
fucked the whole thing up. Sorry, Tina, go ahead, sweetheart.
According to one reviewer, it looks like an actual maximum security prison from the exterior. It is a waste of
It is
money.
a giant concrete, like, yeah, I remember when they did the first reviews, and then like it is a giant concrete windowless bunker that you're
Can we
locked
scroll
into
back
for
up for
2
a
days.
second, though?
Oh, sure.
Back up to this picture. You
Mhm.
see those beds in the wall, right?
They're called berths, right?
They're called racks or coffins. That's what we slept in on the ship.
Uh-huh.
Although I think the ones on the ship may have had a little more space.
Yeah, so-
lengthwise.
These
They built
supposedly
them-
have much more room than they would look like from the outside, because
Of
the
course.
Those are-
interior.
Oh, so they're a fucking TARDIS now.
No, so they're modeled off of the Disney cruise ships. They actually modeled the
Yep.
rooms. They're the exact same setup as you would get on a cruise ship,
Mhm.
which are not spacious, right? You go to these rooms and
So
a
Disney
cruise-
does have some of the largest cabins for the price
Woof. Okay.
compared to other cruise lines.
Do you think that they made them do hospital corners every morning? I think Slender's the only one
Oh,
who's gonna
hell
get that.
no, they didn't. Hell
Could you
no.
imagine
better be
Could
able to bounce quarters off
some
that.
some knockoff fucking Akbar coming in there? "Ah, your corners, it's flap.
Your
It's a
sheets aren't
flap.
tucked properly there, shipmate. What the hell are you doing?
All right, so Matt
It's a
will
flap. Get it because of the flap.
It's a flap.
Yeah.
Corner.
Matt will appreciate this. So my father, who's a retired sergeant major from the Army, recently had surgery, so I've been helping him out, and so he can't make his bed, so he has me making the bed, and he just stares at me until
No.
like is that what you're gonna do? And I was like, oh, it's fine. He's like, is it? I was like, am I about to get
Sounds to
kicked
me
out
like
of the
you
Army?
still got it. Is it recruit?
Yeah, like I asked him once, because they all have drill sergeant rotations as part of their like training and everything, and I was like, how many people did you make cry? And he just smiled and he was like, enough. I was like, okay.
I had a college boyfriend who was just like that, except he lacked the hot veteran status that should have come with the attitude.
And
Well,
we
yeah,
know
how
why
his
he
bed was
didn't graduate. And so that's how he didn't graduate to Mr. Bojan. So
Exactly. Mr. Bojan stole me from the other guy.
As soon as you saw those mirrors on his shoes, you're like, that's the one for me.
Absolutely.
she's like, I needed a man who would need me to point out the hot chicks in the room.
You look down at the shoes and you're like, I can see my underwear. He can see my underwear. Well played, sir.
Let's move on,
Like
because
30
Tina
years
beat,
from now, I
Tina
need to
beat
do
on
that.
him so much last time. I felt bad. Let's move on.
Oh, he loves it, I tell you, We switch
So
roles.
he's a bit of a sadomasochist.
Yeah, I was
Got
going to
it,
say
got it.
that.
Absolutely. And when it comes to bedroom
Okay.
time, the roles
Are
are
you?
reversed, and you
Mm.
know.
Whoa. We were getting a little
Wow.
TMI.
All right.
So Disney. Oh, they failed,
Exactly.
huh?
Yes, one Reddit user said, so you mean to tell me that Disney opened a crappy cinderblock hotel filled with bad cosplay, cheap seats, silly acting theater, basic arcade games, cell-like beds, and bland space windows, charged $5,000 plus for a 2-night stay, and somehow this did not attract the average person to purchasing said experience enough to
And
keep it afloat.
what's awesome is they charge $5,000 for 2 nights, and they dyed shrimp blue,
Yep.
and that was
Oh,
one of the things they
gross.
served.
Oh,
It was like it's space
Yeah,
food.
side
It's
note,
blue
food
shrimp.
coloring does affect the taste. Scroll
That-
back
I
up
mean-
though. Look at the bottom left corner of that previous picture. Either that guy's getting paid or he is really
Right?
drunk.
Because there, I mean,
It's all right. He was auditioning for a North Face ad campaign, and he thought this would be the best way to do it.
John Boyega's stunt double pointing out, I thought we were at like a Fifth Element hotel. What is this nonsense?
That would
It-
explain the blue lighting, so they could use the picture in China.
she
Dude,
looks
what's-
like a
what's the guy
toddler
from
that gets
Fifth
put on
Element?
a
If
dress
you think
over her
that-
clothes.
If old boy from Fifth Element came out to do the show, I would probably make that face. 'Cause that guy was amazing.
Wait, are you talking about Chris Tucker?
Come in!
Oh, come on! Yeah, Chris Tucker was amazing in that.
At some point in this Disney, cruise on land experience, do you have to save her and take stones to aliens?
They're in her stomach. By the way,
I thought
do
they
you
really committed when they had me cut the singer open to get the
Gotta find
stones
that
out of her stomach.
multipass.
Do you see the Empire officer just sitting there having dinner like he's on break?
He is.
I mean, I
Right
think
there,
they nailed
yep.
that part because come on, if you're in a giant military cog, you're gonna
Is he the
take your
same
breaks.
guy from the earlier photo, like the guy sitting on the swimming pool
Oh.
ladder? Scroll back up. I think it's the same dude.
Wait, no.
Dude
Wait,
that's on
him?
break looks like the dude that was sitting on the swimming pool ladder in the previous photos.
No
with the
way,
little
this
bunk
dude
beds.
is easily
Look at that
60
guy.
pounds
He's got-
heavier.
There's a difference in
He's got-
soy.
That
Oh,
may
you
be
mean
him
this
to the
guy?
right. Yeah, that guy. To the right.
Hmm.
Is that the guy
Yeah,
you're
the
talking about,
funny
Pops?
thing
To the
is-
right with the receding mullet?
The funny thing
Yes,
is
I will-
here, and
Yes,
Matt,
we can
Matt
call
is
that a
probably-
receding mullet. We'll go with
Yes.
that. Yes.
Matt is probably the only one who can confirm this, but this is supposed to be a civilian cruise liner that you're on.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
why is the Empire officer in his uniform? That's
what
for
I was
operational
saying.
security. Like
Oh, because
you're not supposed to travel in uniform.
Because
Yeah,
there's a
Shit.
story. There's a
There's a
story.
whole
There's a
story.
plot in place.
They've been
Yeah.
boarded.
There is
by
no
the-
fucking plot.
They've
Every
been boarded by the Imperial forces. and
every
everything.
And you
Empire
have to-
veteran would be fucking losing their shit if they saw him in uniform on a civilian cruise. Am I right?
Can an
Well, that's
Imperial
kind of the
veteran
point.
come up from the cruise and be like stolen valor and just smack him?
No, it's not even stolen valor, but there
No,
are
it's just-
times I've done that where I've gone up to people in the airport who are wearing their damn uniform to try
Oh,
and
yeah.
get upgraded to first class, and I'm like, you should not be wearing your fucking uniform on travel.
Mm-mm.
Why are you wearing your uniform right now? You're putting yourself at risk.
Well, look to the
Yeah, wrist
next
over
to
like
her
a
right
douchebag.
hand. That person looks like they're in like an X-wing pilot outfit.
Wait.
That's an orange
Okay.
suit with a
Oh,
little
yeah,
white.
so
Oh, yeah, right there.
Oh,
they
yeah.
they allow people to cosplay while
Well,
they're on this
not
trip.
everybody.
Well,
No,
not anymore. Only a
Some
crappy
people got in
cosplay.
trouble.
Yeah, well, you had to buy the Star Wars cosplay merch from Disney, and you were allowed
Right.
to wear that. You couldn't wear your own outfits.
Oh
They
wow!
center
So you
left.
could pay to be labor on their ship?
Yeah, so like they had
Mhm.
the gift store in the ship where you could buy the outfits, and they're like hundreds of dollars for it, and then you could cosplay. It's
And
It's
and then
just
when you
rigging
board
you
the
out.
yeah, and when you board the ship, you have to decide: are you going to be like the good guys, the bad guys, or are you just going to be a neutral passenger who's not taking?
it's like taking an escape room and making it an entire weekend of your vacation.
It's funny you say that because the next quote is: "It was essentially a $5,000 escape room
Oh,
with Star
shit.
Wars sprinkled in, and they damn
That's
near force
hilarious.
you to participate in the
Son of
story."
a
There's
bitch.
no vacation at all. It's like you're just signing up for some sort of like horrible
Yeah.
cosplay torture process.
Yeah, you're going to work.
Plastic.
I've only
And
been on
she's
one
the
cruise.
captain.
She's the captain now.
No. She is.
I've only been on one cruise, and I swear to Christ, if they would have tried to force me into doing all their activities, I would have lost my shit. I didn't even know they had activities in the daylight because I only went out at night and we were just getting hammered. We went on a couple excursions or whatever, but anytime you're trying to force me to do your stupid activities, I'm gonna lose my shit. Don't wake me up before noon.
And I've never understood that. Like when I go on vacation, I plan as little as possible. Yep. I don't try to keep a schedule. Like,
nope.
I'm supposed to enjoy my vacation. I do not want my vacation to be a hectic project where I feel like I'm working so hard to squeeze every bit of fun out of it, because then I don't have any fun.
Right.
So Slender, it's funny because you know my wife, right? We went on a Disney cruise for our anniversary years back, and one of the things when you get to like their little beach resort that they own, Castaway Key. And they do a 5K the first morning that you're there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I will sit on the sideline and drink fucking martinis.
No, what's great is my wife was like, I'm gonna get up and do it. Do you want to come? And I was like, no. And she's like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna sleep. And she's like, well, it's like you have to be there at like 6:30 in the morning to start this thing.
Jesus.
And I was like,
this goes back to one of our favorite movies, man, Couples Retreat. Let me tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to get a little bit tipsy, and then I'm going to hit the seafood tower, and we're going to shut it down in a big way. If everything goes as planned, I will not be awake until lunch ski tomorrow.
Bro, we went snorkeling, and as soon as salt water got into my mouth, first time I've ever been in the ocean, right? As soon as it hit my mouth, I was done. Got back on the boat and started drinking because they won't let you drink until you're done.
It's weird, isn't it? Like salt water is.
Oh, I do not care for it.
Oh, it's
yeah, we did the snorkeling and my wife loved it, and I'm just floating around. I was like, I see fish, that's cool. And I went back. I did just like you. I went back to the boat and I just hung out.
She's like, why do you even got to get out of the boat for that? Put on the goggles, stick your face in the water. You can do that from the boat.
And we were like,
yeah, we just did the glass bottom boat. Screw the goggles.
I was like, and they had like their like Caribbean punch, which was just rummed up fruit juice, and I was like, okay, let's have a good time.
Long Island iced teas. That was the one I was sipping on.
Yeah, you buy me a gallon of Smirnoff and a bunch of Kool-Aid, and I can make this. Why are you charging me $8 a glass?
We went on the cruise when the boys were 3 and 5. So they
what is
spent
wrong with you?
What do you mean? We took them on a Disney cruise when they were 3 and 5. They spent the whole cruise in Disney school. They literally graduated, little mortarboard hats with the Mickey ears. And Jim and I sat and drank for the entire time. We got off at the Castaway Key, and we're able to just chill and drank there, and then drank.
Now that I know that you were able to put the responsibility of your children onto someone else, it makes a little bit more sense, because I was just picturing you dragging around this 3 and 5-year-old on a cruise, and neither one of them's gonna remember this shit, so it's a waste.
No, they both still remember Disney school.
What are you talking about? They're like, all right, kids, there's food in the refrigerator. We put some new stuff in the corner.
That's one of the Disney cruise like selling points. The drop-off place opens at like 7 in the morning and doesn't close till 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
It was friggin' awesome.
And all you have to do is carry around, like when you have your cruise room, you get like a little portable phone that works on the entire ship. You just have to keep that with you in case they need to call you to come get your hooligan.
Dude.
Yep. And back when we went, because this is almost like 20 years ago, it was friggin' awesome, because the cost to add them to a 2-person cabin was like $159 a piece for the whole freaking cruise. So it was cheaper than we would have paid a babysitter to watch them for a week. It was
nowadays
amazing.
I wouldn't trust it though, because as soon as you handed them off to Disney, they'd probably go straight to the indoctrination room.
Now let's talk about
very different kids.
When you hand them off to Disney, they bring them to a room, and that guy from the North Face ad is there.
let's talk about genders.
Hi, kids.
He's like, we're coming for you and for you and for you.
All right, legit. We went to Cozumel, the Bahamas, and Jamaica, all those places. Anyway, but in Cozumel, whatever, we went swimming with the dolphins or whatever. Now y'all know me. Y'all know I embrace my whiteness. I don't do shit like this. One, I don't like getting in the ocean, and I definitely don't like animals I don't know because that's how white people get killed.
Dude, the second you hit the ocean,
Word.
you fall about 5
Oh
rungs
my
on the
God.
food chain. You
Right?
are no
Yeah.
longer top dog.
Anyway, so it's the ex-wife and I, and we're in this little closed off thing with the dolphins or whatever, and we're in line, and the guy's explaining how don't worry, the water from the ocean is coming in here, but there's a net so nothing can get in here with the water. And as he's saying this, there is a fish attached to my fucking calf, and I raise my hand. I'm like, excuse me, you say nothing can get in here, but there's a fish on my leg. He's like, no, that's not possible, motherfucker. I'm looking at it.
That's not a fish. That's a lemon shark.
So
I'm
Matt,
looking at it.
Matt was living the scene from Couples Retreat. He's like,
I
I need you to get the
I'm
French out
part,
your
of,
damn
I'm part of a
mouth.
very elite group. I am a survivor of a shark attack.
I know,
Matt
man,
is
that
at
would've been
dinner.
so
He's like,
great.
I know my truth. I know
Listen.
what happened.
So it gets even better, right? So the first thing you do, you put your hands on your vest or whatever, and the dolphin comes up and it kisses you, and you're supposed to kiss the dolphin back. So this fucking dolphin comes up and it fucking touches my cheek because it's not kissing me. It doesn't have lips. Anyway, and I'm there, and they're like, you gotta kiss her back or whatever. I'm like, no. I'm not kissing the dolphin. The next person in line can kiss it twice. I'm not kissing the dolphin. They're like, but you have to kiss it. I'm like, no, the next guy can kiss it twice. So I go down. They're like, oh, do you want to ride the dolphin? Absolutely not.
And then the dolphin looks at you and it goes, I'm getting a kiss one way or another.
So-
Are you gonna give me a kiss or am I gonna
Did
take
you
it?
ever touch the dolphin?
Nope.
Oh, it
That-
would freak you out because it's like squeezing like an egg. You know
No,
how that
that's
squishy textured feeling is? It's really strange. I could see you be
is.
like walking on the water. Nope, I'm out.
Listen, so by this point, the ex-wife, the scorpion tequila margarita thing that she had, which was about 12 feet tall, is really kicking in. She looked at me one point and says, I can't feel my face. I'm like, this is gonna work out perfect. And so now she's gonna ride the dolphin. The dolphin's upside down. You're holding on to his fins, and you're going. And then the guy's like, and when you see my hands do this, and he's doing like an X, that's when you let go. So
Wait. The dolphin is upside.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
it's the perfect position in order for you to get seriously pegged to death because that has happened.
Listen. So she's riding this thing, and the water's splashing her face, so she can't open her eyes. And this guy's just doing the X motion over and over again. She almost ran the dolphin into a rock wall. Until the last second, the dolphin flipped her off.
She almost killed Flipper. There you go.
And then the dude starts yelling at the ex-wife. Now, listen, at this point, I didn't like her anyways. I was already not liking this person. That's what we were in a marriage.
Was this the final attempt to make
Oh,
it
yeah.
work?
Yeah.
It didn't work?
Yeah. We spent 0 time. I swear to God, we did not have sex one time on the 7-day cruise. We did anything but be together, you know? I was playing blackjack. She's playing poker. We met
Matt
for
called up on the
breakfast
phone.
sometimes.
Is like, is there any way I can drop her off at 7 a.m. at the kids' place?
Listen,
No, you don't gotta give me that phone. I don't need to know if something happens.
Listen, so the dude is so fucking pissed. He's like, "What are you doing? You could have hurt the dolphin. Didn't you see?" Dude, I'm like, bro, you have a whistle around your neck. Maybe now, this is a thought. Maybe instead of just doing the arm thing and hoping people can open their eyes while they're getting splashed with water, blow the fucking whistle. And he's like, no, that's actually a good point. I never thought about that. What the fuck? You never thought about that? How long have you been doing it? What is this place? God, Mexico sucks.
Wait, the whistle makes noise? Really? Oh, holy shit! I didn't know that's what this was for.
Oh, man. That was fucking, yeah. Someone's killed the fucking dolphin. Nope. No, dude, it's not that. It's I don't fuck with shit I don't know. I don't check out strange noises at night. I don't hang out in the woods by myself. No, I will not be a statistic.
Hey, brother. Any other great quotes from this, Tina?
No,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty much it, other than the $1 billion it cost to construct the hotel and staff it and run it for over a year.
Yeah,
And
$1 billion, and yet they have the cheapest looking blankets on that bed.
I know.
It's
Isn't
all
that
cheap.
sad?
It's terrible. Fucking
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nobody likes it. No,
They're writing off. I think it kind of got. It's in some of the financial reporting, but they're writing off its $350 million as the loss for this hotel when they close it in September.
Yeah, I mean, folks like Junk 3PO and other theme park people have been mentioning they think they might turn part of it into like a dinner theater type thing.
I mean, basically,
but,
wasn't that what it already was?
yeah, but instead of charging you, $6,000 for 4 people to, spend, yeah, I mean, you only spent
concrete tomb and told what to do for 2 days.
Exactly. I mean, you're only there for 2 days, and half of one of those days you spend at the Star Wars park anyway. So you're not even, at Galaxy's Edge, you're not even in the Star Cruiser.
And the Star Cruiser is basically built onto the side of Galaxy's Edge. And because of the way they built it, there's no easy way to repurpose this location.
Right.
So they're going to have to, they're going to have to basically convert it into being, some kind of store restaurant combination for Galaxy's Edge. There's nothing else to. I mean, you'd have to tear out and gut the entire thing to try to repurpose it, and that's so much money down the drain. That they built LCD like LED windows into these rooms to make it look like it's space, so that it's just a concrete bunker. It is accurate to say that. So if they tear all that stuff out, it's gonna look like the DC Metro, where it's just concrete tomb that you're in.
Well, here's the thing too, right? Like, there are a lot of people, I have friends among them, who are huge Star Wars fan, and they just go down there for the Star Wars park. Don't make it an experience. Don't make it a fucking cruise that doesn't go anywhere. Just make it a fucking hotel that's right next to the park. You will book those rooms left, right, and center. But if you're going to tell people, no, it's an experience and you have to come in and then we're going to lock you in and you're going to participate in this whole experience, they're going to be like, wait, I have to sit in here in your chintzy bullshit hotel while the Millennium Falcon is right over there? No, I don't want this.
Well, did you hear how they transport you from where you park your car to the
you're
hotel?
walking around in the Disney Star Wars park, and then at some random point, stormtroopers run up, black bag your ass, throw you in the back of the van, and then you're in the hotel.
Well, it's very close, but it's not a van. It's a freaking box truck.
Yeah, it's a white box truck.
Yeah, you pull up, you go down this concrete tunnel, and you go through this what looks like a jetway, but it's actually, funneling you into a box truck that is supposed to look like a space shuttle, and that is taking you up to
Disney's actually in cahoots with Governor DeSantis. When he takes illegals out of state to like New York and they come back in the box truck, then we just repurpose them through Disney on the cheap, but we have to keep all that on the down low.
So you want to talk about what Disney does on the down low? They don't need to import, illegals, because they import them from Eastern Europe. They have this internship, and I'm doing quotes, program where they import workers from across the world, like legally, as they're, like, oh, we're doing a Disney internship, but they get to pay them next to nothing. They have these god awful company barracks that they put them in. It's terrible. They bring them in from China, from Southeast Asia, like they're from the Middle East, all over the world, to pay them next to nothing, make them live in these company dormitories, and they're like, "Oh, we're giving them a great experience." And it's like, this is
world-renowned exchange program. Come on.
Yeah, and it's so they like we can legally import labor we can pay nothing, because by doing that they don't have to do the normal wages. They put them up in these little bunk barrack things, and it's
and they get
cruel.
The crappiest, they get the crappiest of crappy jobs. So they're mostly doing like food service and stuff. So they have translators everywhere, especially in Epcot. It's not like they're getting like cool gigs or anything like that. Even running rides, no, they're always like doing like food service and gift shop work and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Tina, I don't know if you know this, but Auschwitz was also world renowned. Doesn't necessarily mean it was for a good reason, though.
No rides?
Well, there were a couple of rides there. They just,
I mean, there were one or two. They didn't ever end well, but they were there.
I think we need
only
to
ride at one time, though, right? It's only a one-time ride.
I think this line of talking is gonna get Sporking like in trouble. Let's abort. Hitting
I
the
was just
button.
gonna talk about the pizza ovens. I mean, come on.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I said one thing and I left it at that. You guys are going deeper with it. This is not on me. Not on me.
Next article, please. We have gone as far as we can go with this one specifically.
We have Bride of Slender in the chat. Is that actually Slender? Is that actually her?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
I don't know if she wants to be identified, but then again, I mean, if she's running that name,
the name is Bride of Slender.
Bride of Slender. I mean,
where do you go with that?
I want to remain anonymous. What name did you pick online? Bride of Slender.
You should have said you had a stalker. You're like, that's my stalker.
I mean, she's been stalking me for the past 15 years. We have 2 kids together, but I just can't seem to get rid of her.
She just runs around with bears and Conan the entire time.
Man,
scaring Matt and Jane.
Bro, I took Brahma because he didn't know how to get to the main the volcano place or whatever.
Oh,
right?
You should have had me come on,
Dude.
so I could have led Brahma. I would have got him there in such a great amount of time.
We went by the Bride of Slender's place. And I shit you not, there had to be 80 or 90 fucking bears all over the place. I mean, there was one section that was away from all the houses that was just a colony of bears. But there was like 40.
What?
It was insane how many bears there were.
The Bride of Slender only does 2 things in that game. She gathers materials and she tames bears. That's all she wants to do.
There's so many bears, and we were trying to sneak past them all. We didn't want to wake them up because we're like, I mean, these got to be like her bears, right? They were all Russian.
Tina, what's going on
she
with
gives them very Russian names.
This article is just telling us that what we have to look forward to in June when Indiana Jones 5 comes out, and the fact that it is the lowest rated movie in franchise history on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
And-
I looked at those earlier today, and even the positive reviews are negative. Like, there aren't good
That's bad.
reviews there.
That's bad.
I mean, this just makes you really want to go back and see the Indiana Jones of your youth, you know?
Does it really though?
This
Last
tired,
Crusade,
haggard
best
look,
one.
you know?
I
Just
mean,
watch-
that is a perfect picture of Indiana Jones today. It really is.
He's done. He's tired. He's done.
I feel like that's when you run up to a guy in a bar and you're like, this guy's seen some shit in his life.
Right?
No, he's just going, dear God, why won't they just kill me off already for love of Pete?
It looks like
You know
bad
what's funny?
Santa.
You're gonna
But-
talk to Indiana Jones and he's like, man, I've seen Nazis' faces melt. I've seen guys had their hearts ripped out and all this stuff. And he's like, what's the thing that scared you the most? And he's like, Phoebe Waller-Bridge talking.
but do we have the Rotten Tomatoes critic reviews pulled up at
Ooh.
all?
Oh,
Because-
no,
I
haven't read any.
I can do that. I can
Oh,
try and pull
I
those
mean,
up.
like I'm looking at the first one on Top Critics, right? And this is a positive review, mind you. I will read it for you. And this is a certified fresh review. What's vexing is the nagging feeling that there's a much better Indiana Jones film buried in there somewhere. But it would require a feat of archaeology or at least a rewrite and some judicious editing to excavate it. That is a certified fresh review.
That's
Wait, I
a
mean-
bad review. That's not a good. That's a bad review.
Wait, maybe the next paragraph in that review, we're like, I say all this, but what I really mean is it's awesome.
I mean, they gave it a 3 out of 5.
He's like, I say all this, but Disney did pay me money, so
Right.
it's fresh.
Right.
Or you
Well,
can do the Grace Randolph.
I wanna read-
Okay, to be
I can
fair,
read-
in
I'll
their
read 2
defense,
more.
though, hold on. In their defense, though, they don't decide whether or not it's rotten or fresh. Rotten Tomatoes itself decides whether or not this review is rotten or fresh. Does that make sense?
All Rotten Tomatoes had to do was read that.
Right.
No. It's based on the score, Matt. They give it. You give it a score. So if it's at 60, it gets a tomato. Anything below a 60 is.
Hey, a D- is
So what's
still
3 out of
passing.
Exactly.
60.
These get
Oh.
degrees.
So
Yeah, so the guy,
60
so the next two, the person's giving it the lowest score they can to still make it fresh, and this one says, "This is Donald Clark at the Irish Times." It counts as a sort of compliment to say James Mangold's film until a gleefully absurd ending plays like just another episode in a creaky,
I need to
unpretentious
stop you
romp.
real quick because Mad does an amazing Irish accent as he did earlier as Tom Cruise from Far and Away. Can you read the Irish
Which
Times
one?
review?
Oh, I don't
blurb?
think that guy has a good
This
Irish
one right
accent.
here.
He's
Yeah.
way beta. Way beta.
He doesn't look very Irish.
It counts as a sort of compliment to say that James Mangold's film, until a gleefully absurd ending, plays like just another episode in a creaky, unpretentious romp.
That
I
was
don't know what I was
the
doing there
best
with
one you've
romp.
Done, man. That was pretty good.
Can you do one of these reviews as Mario though? That would be the next one.
By the way, with romp in my head, I'm like, wait, how would I say that? How am I going to say that? Am I just saying? Whoa?
Am I just going romp or am I doing something else with my voice? It's like, do I need to channel the leprechaun from Lucky Charms?
Dude, I wonder what Disney gave Steve Pond from The Rap to get him to say, if this is the final Indiana Jones movie, as it most likely will be, it's nice to see they stuck the landing.
Shut up, Steve Pound.
Wait, you
Pond.
said he's from The Rap, right?
From
So
The Rap.
Yeah, so they sent him a turkey wrap. He was like, I'm starving because I get no money from The Rap. So all you need to do is send me a
The
small...
strike is really taking it out of me. I haven't had a paycheck in over a month.
I have no idea what the rap is.
I don't think he gets a paycheck normally from The Rap.
No, probably not.
Anyway, what is another one I'm reading?
The damn thing is fun. This one.
And what accent? Because I'm on a roll.
It would be a New York accent.
Mario.
New York
Mario.
magazine.
Coffee.
Mario.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, Mario's a New Yorker. Do a Mario accent.
Oh. The damn thing is fun. Mangold may not have the younger Spielberg musical layer for extravagant action choreography, but who does he? But he is a tougher, leaner director, using a tighter frame and keeping his camera close. It's the meter Mario.
There's parts where you started getting a little Swedish Chef, but you pulled it back and you saved it. You saved it at the end.
I
Swedish
just,
chef.
in another room in the house, heard the Bride of Slender break down laughing. So she just heard your accent.
Well, there's a delay. Who knows which one it is?
Wait, do we have someone for? Oh, we have a UK. That's close to Australian. Can you do your Australian for that one?
Yeah,
I
this
mean-
one in the UK, and
I can do a New Zealand.
I mean, that's
the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The good news is that it's not as poor as Indiana Jones in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. The bad news is that it's not much better. Nailed it.
Sounds like a congested Bob Dylan.
Yeah, you can use that voice and tell me the story of Hurricane. The man
I want
gets
that
orders
clip.
and
Bob
It's
games
like
Dylan.
it's Bob Dylan who needs some Mucinex.
You use that accent with All Along the Watchtower, and let's do it.
Any other accents? I can do them all.
I have to be honest, these reviews are getting better with the voices.
I do like David Ehrlich's
Thank you, Lily.
review here.
Oh, sorry.
Where's
Yeah.
David Ehrlich?
It's down at the very bottom of the page.
Okay, hang on.
Right there.
Right there.
Yesterday belongs to us, someone says at one point, and when it comes to Indiana Jones, yesterday always will. The problem is that it already did, and today feels like a complete waste of time.
Wow,
Hold on.
that is hardcore, David Ehrlich.
But what accent can we have Mad read that one in? Let's see.
No, give me a new one. I don't want his
Ooh,
leftovers.
California.
Do a Boston
okay.
accent.
Wait, California?
All right,
I can do a California, but I don't want leftovers. Go to the next page.
Do Richard. Richard.
You don't want my
Richard
sloppy
Lawson
seconds,
from-
man?
No.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
this
Tina's
one here.
showing. Richard Lawson from Vanity Fair. Go
right.
California.
California. One can feel the four credited screenwriters grasping at inspirations and coming up short. What did they manage to make would be perfectly fine as a standalone adventure film starring some other character, but it's not worthy of the whip.
Bruh.
I
Nailed
thought
it.
he was going to go surfer bro. He went more like, social network tech bro.
Yeah, I was kind of doing a little Keanu from Street Kings. What
But
they
I
call
need-
they call me Quicks,
I was-
man.
I
Not
know, but
quick
I was
enough.
expecting Keanu from Point Break.
No, I was doing Keanu from Street Kings.
Yeah.
I know.
Not
but
quick enough. That's the superior Keanu.
For then Point Break?
Yeah,
Johnny Utah?
because that was directed by a woman.
I mean, the
He's
superior
not even-
Keanu is I know Kung Fu Keanu, but
Okay, well,
no. Point Break is
no. That's not even the best quarterback he's played. Okay, Johnny Utah is
Are you
garbage
talking about the replacements?
compared to Shane Falco.
No.
Oh, shit.
Did Johnny?
ooh, wait, go to page 2 of the reviews. There's a good one on that page too.
Okay.
There's only 2 more, and that rotten review is pretty nice.
Shane Falco didn't get to hang out with Gary Busey, so.
What's another UK country with an accent?
Scotland?
Ooh, do Welsh. Can you do Welsh?
He doesn't know what the hell Welsh is.
I don't know what the hell Welsh is, but apparently it's Mahler.
Well, I could have done Isles of Man, but not Welsh.
Isles of Man?
Yeah, Isles of Man with the flag, with the boots.
The Isle of Man?
No, the Isles of Man.
Okay.
I feel like it sounds like one word.
I
The
mean,
Isles of
I
Man.
could do my posh Brit accent if you want.
No.
I know you guys
need-
loved
I
that
want-
one last time.
I want Mad for Scottish Mad. Let's see if you can pull that off.
Ooh, Scottish.
Oh, Scottish. Okay.
Or you
It
can do Sean
ultimately
Connery's
feels
version.
like a counterfeit of priceless treasure. Wait, why am I doing Macho Man Randy Savage?
Little Macho Man there.
Did Sean Connery start to drop his elbows?
Oh, the shape and the gleam of it might be superficially convincing for a bit.
Actually,
But-
now I want you to do wrestler. promos.
But the
Macho,
shape,
full macho.
but the shabbier craftsmanship gets all the more clearing the longer you look.
Yeah, that was Randy Savage. Like that wasn't Scottish.
He was Scottish, right?
I don't think so.
Hey.
Sounded like you were constipated.
Hey,
That's what it
Jake.
sounded like.
Crystal Skull, dude.
Hey, Jake, why don't you let the snake bite you first, man, before it bites me?
Sounds
And
like
then you're going to
Cheech Marin.
sit here. You're going to sit there and see what happens.
Odelay.
No? Did everybody hear that story from Jake the Snake when Macho Man made him get bit by his own snake to make sure that it wasn't going to
It
kill
was
him?
venom.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a great
Like-
story.
oh man, this is great. This has really elevated the material. I appreciate that you're bringing your skills to bear.
That was a pretty good Scottish accent.
By way of the barrio.
I can do them all, folks.
Oh, maybe you should do one as Vin Diesel from Fast X and not say the word family.
I was just going to say I am Groot.
That's about as short as this fresh rating is down here. So that works.
Anyway, so yeah, we have good feelings about this movie.
No.
I have a good feeling
okay.
about the content I'll get from letting Slender rant about it.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is-
I have a good feeling about the what it'll do for our channel.
I mean, imagine this: the whole time Mangold, whatever his name is, was typing out that bullshit on Twitter against whatever the fuck his name is. I've talked to him a couple times.
Kadish from the Salting was it
Yeah,
Salting podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine him like, man, this shit's gonna come back and bite me in my ass. He had to have known by that point that this shit was going horribly wrong, which is why he was so adamant to defend it. And now we're on the cusp of everyone like, ooh, this didn't hold up well at all for you. Oh man, am I the only one excited about? That's the most exciting part about this movie is this Mangold having to eat shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The critics are they're pretty entertaining at this point, but what I'm most excited for is the audience reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those will be good.
I can't wait to see those because if the positive reviews sound like this isn't gonna be good.
No, we are looking at Witcher Blood Origins levels of cringe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody on the panel going to go see it in the theater?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I'm sure Will
definitely.
Chad's gonna try and make me go see it.
I mean,
in
It's like
theaters.
I've got
My
my
guy-
movie pass points, so I'm going to try to get Slender in there. I can't.
My
I
guy.
will probably go see this one just so that I can yell about it.
Steven, you're sitting here on YouTube with a whole bunch of people that talk nonstop on fucking YouTube. You're like, hey, you're gonna go see this movie that everyone's gonna be talking about? Nah, I'm gonna skip this one, bro.
That's valid.
That's
That's
'cause
valid.
I think
Steven's gonna.
my money is on John Wick. Everybody's gonna be talking about that.
My money is
I
on
watched it
opening
yesterday.
weekend of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny before the Rogue Entertainment show and everything goes on. Steven's gonna be alone watching that North Face ad on repeat.
Aw.
But the
Playing-
second
what
one,
was
because
the
it had
song?
more trees, and
I'm
one of the trees
dissecting
had
it.
googly eyes.
No, he's been playing the music from Silence of the Lambs.
Damn, bro. Listen, listen. I was just saying. I thought.
Would
it
you
was
fuck
funny.
me? Hard fuck me.
While you
I'm
buy
just-
North Face tents. Oh.
I thought it was funny. It was humorous to me. That commercial.
Well-
I didn't see any like message. Well,
What?
I didn't see any.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just can't believe that one guy was wearing a tent. That,
Yeah, that's ridiculous. What the- Stupid. It's just stupid.
something else. Like, what if somebody started cooking in that tent? Like, you would get really hot.
They were trying to
Speaking
get somebody cooking in that tent. That was the thing.
Speaking of Twitter, have you guys seen this one?
What's
Let me know when you're sharing.
what are we?
Ooh.
I'm sharing it. What are we looking at? What
All right.
is-
The comment is, does your wife's boyfriend enjoy these videos?
This comment reads, does your wife's boyfriend enjoy these videos? Well, first of all, I don't have a wife. I have a spouse. They're non-binary, and we don't use gendered language in this household. Their partner is also non-binary and doesn't use gendered language. So, yes, to answer your question, my spouse's partner does
Wait,
enjoy
oh my
these
God.
videos. In
Okay,
fact, my
okay,
spouse's
pause
partner and I...
this.
Man,
Pause this
hold
bullshit.
on.
God, oh my
Ron
God.
Weasley really went downhill.
Here's the thing, right?
I thought it was Danny Botafuco.
Here's the thing. I was kind of a nerd in high school. I got bullied on more than one occasion. I didn't like it. I think it's a terrible thing and we should stop the bullying. But I want to give this motherfucker a swirly and lock him in a closet.
Hold on,
Yes, sir.
I got another one. It's like the Adventures of Pete and Pete reboot
I-
really went down.
Oh my God, yes. What happened? It has to be the older Pete, right? Because the younger Pete was cool.
Yeah, he had the tattoo that he made dance. Yeah, this is
My
the older Pete
spouse's
grown up.
partner and I are very good friends. Is it because you make him a sandwich after he fucks your wife?
They
Well,
don't use
let-
gendered language in
Let
that house.
him let them explain.
They are very good friends. I've known them longer than my spouse has. Me, my spouse's partner, and my spouse's partner's partner were all in Scotland not that long ago for a lovely vacation. It's called ethical non-monogamy, or polyamory. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yes.
I don't know why you think this is an insult in any way, shape, or form. Listen, just
Is this
because
what
your
happens to
sense of
Kevin
masculinity
McKidd if
is
he's
so
not on
fragile that it would
steroids?
lose out to tissue paper and durability test doesn't mean mine is. Anyway, have a day.
Have a day. First of all, dum, if you have to tell me about how it doesn't, your idea of masculinity is so no, dum, you're so fucking insecure about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wouldn't have to say shit if it didn't. You know what I mean?
Dude,
If you-
I know that like this dude would never engage, but I want to fight him. Like I want to fight him.
Slender, back it up. Tuck it back a little bit. Tuck it
No,
back.
like
You're not being respectful of his household. You didn't use gendered language. Come on, man.
okay, I want to fight that guy or that.
Nope.
I want to
You might
fight
need
that them. And I
you
want to
might
fight
need to have
that
to,
them's partner and that them's partner's partner and that them's partner's partner. I'll
Mhm.
fight them all at once because what the hell?
Are you
All I
saying
heard-
them in the singular or the plural?
All I
I
heard
using
was
pronouns.
all I heard was I'm a part of a cult. We live on a compound. It's cool right now because our master still lets me fuck my non-wife spouse person. But soon I'll lose her.
You know, there is a lot in common with like Warren Jeffs, what he used to be doing down there with the like Mormons. Oh, that's crazy.
Pops, you were gonna say something before everyone had.
I was just going to warn Slender that you might want to pick a fight with the guy until you see what his wife looks like, because obviously, you know,
she might be the butch.
She might be the catcher in this whole situation. It's way tougher than this dude.
The wife is definitely pitching, not catching.
Well, I think the wife is catching, but I think the wife is catching from far better pitchers than the man on the screen.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening here.
On the plus side, the man on the screen has baked them a lovely batch of scones since they were in Scotland.
Yeah, so I know you guys are all worn out after fucking without me being involved in any way, shape, or form. But I made tea and biscuits.
Scones.
I think the next time we see Scott, we should all go to him and go, "Well, have a day."
Yeah, have a day.
Have a day.
Don't give a shit what kind. Just have a day.
Have a day.
Whatever fictitious air of confidence he had immediately evaporated as soon as he goes, have a day. Like, damn it. I should have said, have a good day. Have a bad day.
I think whatever confidence that man had immediately evaporated when his spouse, in finger quotes, cut off his balls, put them in a mason jar, and stored them under the sink.
Yes, sir.
Right next to his spouses.
Hey,
that is a very poor use of a mason jar.
Yeah, I was gonna say they keep surprisingly well as long as it's dark in
What
the
the
cabinet.
fuck?
So.
What? Wait, what? What does light have to do with the
if the balls are in
preservation
direct
of
sunlight,
balls?
they will spoil much more quickly.
Exactly.
What the fuck? You say this as if you're gonna add it to like it's ingredients to a bigger planned meal.
Hey, Mr. Bojan is a biologist. He understands how well his balls are doing in the mason jar under the sink.
But he's not a cookologist.
Thank you very much, Nikki D. $5 super chat says, "What's the difference between regular gay and Navy gay?"
Ooh, I can answer that. It isn't gay underway, but it is queer on the pier.
Oh, our loophole was it's not gay if it's not your ass.
Also, if you do slap a fellow shipmate on the ass of the same gender as you, obviously, as long as you say "go team" afterwards.
Really?
Is that how you get away with that? Okay.
Oh,
I think the squids would just think the Star Wars cruiser was a fine accommodation.
No, those racks were terrible.
I mean, it would be luxury to us, in the army, but
It'd be pretty nice, but I wouldn't feel right. Like I wouldn't be ready to work after that.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate you so much. I don't think we have anything else, do we, Tina? We were going to do the review, but I guess we're going to do that next week. So Slender.
Yeah, we can wait till next week. We don't want to spoil it
like
for
I
Slender.
thought we were done with those reviews. Like
I did too.
We hadn't done one in weeks. And
I know, but we had 2 left, so I figured we might as well do them. So we'll do them next week.
Yeah, I'll watch them.
I legit was just gonna watch my video of Pops when we reviewed it, so I can remember how I felt.
Mad just secretly playing it back.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course. Most of the content I watch is myself.
Because you're the
That's
greatest.
true. He has told me in a little chat on more than one occasion. Yeah. Like I don't watch it if I'm not on it.
Legit. I was getting ready to take a shower, and the girlfriend had whatever playing on YouTube in the background. I'm like, well, if you're just gonna have something playing, might as well play something of mine. And I just was standing there in the door because I was enjoying my own stream. Slender, you were in it. We were playing Conan with Brahma, but I was like, oh, I'm so funny. I was just there in the doorway, getting distracted by myself.
Was that the time that we were playing Conan with Brahma and he did all the things you said you were gonna do, but he did them a lot faster?
Fucking hate you. Not so much you, but I hate him. This sumbitch, man. I kept, I looked it up once, but it didn't give me the answer. And because I was going to watch a video about how to make a golem. And then this sumbitch in the DM group is like, oh, I know how to make golems now. I'm Brahma. Fucking
damn.
Brahma is at this point the scariest guy on the server. He can create golems. He can basically summon the undead army to do his bidding.
Oh my god.
He's evil. Like, he is an evil necromancer.
Those zombies are so fucking loud. They are. I went on a little adventure with them the other day, and you just hear them go, "Rawr," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" You know me, I don't get scared easily, but you know,
Oh, yeah,
they
you
would
never
be
get
behind us and
scared.
shit, and like, oh, where did that come from? Anyway, yeah, so we play Conan Exile sometimes on the channel.
Yeah. Well, tell them where they can find you, Mad. We're going to close it out. And
I mean,
when you're
just
playing,
put in
Conan and shit.
Mad Cheesemo in the search on YouTube. You'll find me, or you can do it on Twitter. You'll find me there. I did a Bro Light beer commercial. Thought it was pretty good. It's 4 bros by bros. I borrowed that from
Damn
Fubu. Yep. The motto. What was the motto? We're not misogynists. We're bros.
I do like that beer has a mandatory cup check every week.
Yes.
To ensure that there are no women brewing the beer.
Yeah, I'd like that too. Yeah. By the way, that was the straight version of the commercial. It was going to be a lot gayer, but I guess North Face beat me to it. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. You know,
All right,
I don't
brother.
know what we're doing.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Pops, tell them where they can find you, brother.
YouTube /@Pops. And tomorrow's Star Wars Day. Star Wars Day for us will start at 6 a.m. and go out all day with videos and streams and stuff like that. So if you want to celebrate what I consider to be the real Star Wars Day and take back some joy and reminisce about some stories and memories, feel free to join us tomorrow.
Awesome, brother. What time is that?
Well, it's going to be on and off all day, so feel free to just check the channel out. There's a playlist that's out there as well. It's got all the different streams and premieres and videos and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Pops. Appreciate you, brother. Next up is Lil Chad. Tell me where they can find you, man.
I co-host the Ascendant Art podcast here on YouTube on Friday nights with Slender. So we are previewing and when we're both on the show, basically what we're going to talk about 2 days.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel, assholes.
Yep. We're up to 157, which is good for us. So
Which is embarrassing for you, chat.
Yeah. So, but it's a good time.
Should be
This week, Culture Casino is going to be hanging out with us for this week.
What?
Cool.
Oh,
Skip.
yeah. Look, well, you have open invitation anytime. So, Matt has been on. It triples our viewership because it goes from me and Slender to Matt and his girlfriend.
That's not a triple, okay? That's double. Okay, that's 100% increase.
Well, no, because I usually bring the girlfriend with me.
Yeah,
and Yeti's there somewhere.
Oh, to be fair, sometimes Slender, you don't log in to watch our show. So I'm the only one.
Sometimes I don't.
I'm the only one like on the YouTube channel. But yeah, so it's fun. We hang out anyway. It's just a good hangout. So yeah, send in our podcast Friday nights on YouTube.
I'm writing a list of everyone in the chat, and if I don't see you guys subscribe to their channel, I will remember.
Your turn, Slender.
All right. Well, as Lil Chad said, I am one half of the Ascendant Art Podcast, Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also find me on various movies with Mad, Conan, where we do the Mad Barians, Bro Barians. I don't know what we call ourselves these days. That's always fun, but it's completely random. And then sometimes on Saturdays over on your podcast there, author Stephen Walton. So I'm in a lot of places, doing a lot of things. If anybody wants to talk, I'm happy to come on and talk.
All right, badass brother. Thank you for being here. And last but not least, Tina Bojan.
You can find me on YouTube at Tina Bojan. I've got 40 subscribers and no videos, so not too bad.
You're doing good.
Can you imagine if she gets more than you guys?
Dude, that is embarrassing. Like, we've got like 75 plus videos and 150 subscribers. You got none and you got 40? We're doing something wrong, Chad. We need to consult with that Dick Bojan.
And yeah, well, she gets all those people she points out to her husband to subscribe.
You know what? You need to get with Grant for real. Grant will can definitely help you on that.
Yes, Grant is awesome. Well, when I'm not here on Wednesdays, I'm on Saturdays with Mr. Author Stephen Walton on Rogue Entertainment. And then on Fridays and Sundays, you'll occasionally find me on Vinny Art's channel, which is Vinny Tartamella, comic book artist and amazing dude. So
All right.
That's about it for me.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Wait, hold on. Last thing, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody already knows you. Whatever.
Yeah.
Listen. Saturday night was the last time I will ever watch boxing. The robbery that happened
What happened?
is unreal. Lomachenko was robbed of the unified title at 135. Insane. So one of the judges gave the 10th round to Haney. Lomachenko hit him 20 times to Haney's 2 times. He dominated that round. But this fucking judge was like, I guess I had one eye over on the other side, blah, blah, blah. Give it to Haney. It's embarrassing. It is all the reasons why boxing is failing. Summed up in one fight. Fuck.
All right.
Sorry, I was still a little upset about it.
Tell us how you
understand.
really feel.
There was the deep amount. You need to release that. I understand that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Please remember to support your favorite content creators out there, especially if they're making comics, any kind of independent creator. Help somebody out. Share out a link. Make somebody's day. Greatly appreciate you. And Scott had texted me and said I might stop by tonight. And I said, if you do, you're going to upset Tina because her favorite saying about this show
Is the best Scott stream is a stream without Scott.
That's right, and that's what it is, guys. So let's get this viewership up. We're gonna beat Saturday out.
Yeah,
The real
well, then
show
what
is on
happens?
Wednesday.
Mad comes in, and the Scott stream without Scott is demonetized in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. See you next week.